So, regarding the discussions with the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, obviously the main issue here is the implementation of the European-American Customs Agreement. The European-American Customs Agreement is a classic example of a one-sided deal for both parties. From the American perspective, it's the best possible deal. From the European perspective, it's the worst. President Donald Trump secured one of the best deals of all time from the American point of view. From the European perspective, von der Leyen secured one of the worst deals of all time. This is the situation we now have to, well, somehow deal with. One of Hungary's solutions to this is that under the Economic Cooperation Agreement signed with the Americans, a record amount of American investment is coming to Hungary, which we are trying to use to somehow compensate for the dramatically negative effects of the von der Leyen agreement. As for the implementation, well, it's no wonder that the Americans are sometimes dissatisfied with the execution, considering that von der Leyen made an agreement which, beyond being extremely bad for Europe, is also very difficult to implement. I'm not even sure it's possible to implement it, because President von der Leyen, we don't even know on whose behalf, committed to several hundred billion euros of European investment in America and several hundred billion euros of energy procurement from America for Europe. Meanwhile, neither she nor the European Commission nor anyone in the Brussels bureaucracy can actually buy energy or carry out investments. It will only become clear, based on how the market operates, how much energy carrier European energy companies will buy from America, and it will also become clear how much investment European companies will actually make in the United States. That's two. Beyond this, things will not get any better, because the situation is deteriorating with each passing day. The risk of escalation is increasing, Europe's security is worsening, the economic outlook is getting worse, the humanitarian situation is deteriorating, and Ukraine's territorial integrity is also being undermined. So there is no aspect that improves as the war drags on over time. Therefore, Ukraine has already lost a great deal because of this war, and Europe has lost a lot due to Brussels' responses to the war. So it's time to put an end to all of this. From both a humanitarian and a common-sense perspective, if Europeans undermine this peace agreement, the situation will only get worse. It will get worse because the risk of the war spreading will remain every single day, because as time passes, more and more innocent people will tragically lose their lives. The scale of destruction and devastation will be even greater and more severe, and the European economy, as well as the entire European security system, will be further and further undermined and destabilized. So anyone who works against the peace agreement in any way is in fact working against the interests of Europe as a whole as well, and I am absolutely convinced against Ukraine too. Just take a moment to think about it. If back in April of the year 2022, they had not forced Ukraine to continue fighting, but instead had signed the Istanbul Agreement, at that time it would have been signed under much better circumstances from Ukraine's perspective. Every single day that passes only makes the situation worse, and from here on only a worse agreement can be reached. So it's time to accept this agreement. Ready to go unlimited? Get immediate access to you.